Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Exit, exit. Check. Check.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Lady. Right there. 54 Mike. Guys, escape.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Right, we're going to start. Right there, right now, lady. Check. Reset. Hey, one set.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10.
Hey, Charlie. All day, every day.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, exit. 54 is mine. 54 is mine.
Darnold to throw again. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
Oh, lady. 53 is mine. Hey, Haywood. Kill. 53, check, 53.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Garland. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Darnold. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. The headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Finds a seam inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 33. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 54. Mike 54. Bring it. Mike 4.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Looking to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike. You lady. Mike 54. You lady. Oh, Mike 50. Mike 54.
Throwing again is Darnold. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Mike 53.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch twist. Lady.
The Steelers will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Again, Darnold. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And this will be caught. as they convert here for two. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Darnold now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. I said 54. No chance. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Darnold from the gun. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go, baby. What's that? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check that.
To the air again, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw is Darnold. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Real side. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, watch. Hey, son.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Mike's by four. I got it. Hey, lady. 54, Mike.
Hey, seam six.
Darnold from the red zone now. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Tough first half for him. Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go.
From the 31, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Darnold on first down. He completes it to Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Matchbox light.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 10.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Big hit. 53. Lady. Check 53's Mike. Here we go.
Go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, high 7.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barrett. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Give me that ball. Mike 50. Rip left.
He'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll get this one to Galladay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go to Johnson again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Mike 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Back to throw, Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 50-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Darnold. And caught by Henry. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Darnold. From left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, echo.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go. Do it.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Let's go, son. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He's time. Ready? He's time, boss. It's it. It's it.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He finds his man Johnson. The 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down, Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as they will again try for 2.
Stay with your man.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go, son.
57, Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run.
Reset.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Today's final score, Steelers.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Steelers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.